A storm rages through a dark forest as a young girl, Nia, stands at its center, her glowing eyes filled with fear and power. They called me the witch's revenge, her voice echoes. Villagers whisper in fear, shadows twist unnaturally, and a fire consumes their market. It was a small village surrounded by thick forests and rolling hills. The villagers lived a simple life, tending to their farms, fetching water from the nearby stream, and sharing stories around the fire each night. But one story was whispered only in hushed tones, the tale of Ola, the witch who had cursed the village long ago. Many years ago, Ola was an outcast. She lived alone in the woods, gathering herbs and speaking to animals. The villagers feared her because she was different. Some said she could control the winds, others believed she could speak to the spirits. When the crops failed, or someone fell ill, the villagers blamed Ola. They accused her of bringing misfortune and chased her out, throwing stones and shouting cruel words. One night, a group of angry villagers set fire to her small hut deep in the woods. They thought they had silenced her forever. But Ola survived, though her heart was filled with rage. Before disappearing into the shadows of the forest, she stood at the edge of the village and cursed them. "You will know no peace. Your children will bear my wrath," she said. Her voice echoed like the howl of a storm. The years passed, and the curse seemed forgotten. The village thrived again, and children played freely in the fields. But one winter night, as the snow fell thick and the wind howled, a strange child was born. Her name was Nia. She had hair as dark as the night and eyes that seemed to glow in the dark. From the moment she took her first breath, strange things began to happen. The cow stopped giving milk, and the well water turned bitter. Shadows moved on their own, and whispers echoed in the night. The villagers began to suspect the baby was cursed. "She's the witch's revenge," the elders whispered, their faces pale with fear. Nia's mother, Lila, defended her fiercely. "She's just a child," Lila said, holding her baby close. "She's done nothing wrong." But as Nia grew, the strange events only increased. Storms would come out of nowhere when she cried. Trees would wither when she was angry. The villagers grew more frightened. Some wanted to send Nia away, but Lila begged them to give her daughter a chance. "Please," she said, her voice trembling. "She's my only child. She's all I have." One evening, when Nia was 7, a tragedy struck. A fire broke out in the village square, destroying the market and several homes. No one knew how it started, but many pointed fingers at Nia. "She's cursed. She's the witch's child," they shouted. Lila tried to shield her daughter from the angry mob, but their fear had turned to hatred. The village elders called for a meeting. They decided that Nia had to be banished. "We can't risk keeping her here," the head elder said. "She'll bring ruin to us all." Lila begged and pleaded, but the decision was final. The next morning, under the watchful eyes of the entire village, Nia and her mother were sent away.